The Hamilton Tiger Cats beat the Saskatchewan Roughriders 28-3 on Sunday. I'm here with the Spec, Steve Milton. And Steve, are these the real Hamilton Tiger Cats?
Well, who knows? I mean, I know that's a rhetorical question, and it's almost like a joke, but one thing that has to be pointed out, Drew, that this is the third straight game that they've dominated the opposition. Admittedly, each time with a little asterisk beside the opposition. Toronto was in the middle of moving around, didn't even have a practice field. Montreal went with a new quarterback, and it was a new quarterback today for Saskatchewan. But that doesn't matter. That's the team that they were playing. And it's nice to see the score reflect the way that they had dominated. They didn't shoot themselves in the foot. A couple times today they did, but really you're going to get that every game. So I thought this was a very, very big win. More than that, a more important win. I think for them to feel the way they're going to ask the same question that you just asked me: is this the real Hamilton Tiger Cats? And I think they're going to say yes.
The Ticats needed to do two things in this game, in my opinion. They needed to stop the run. They did that. They needed to protect the quarterback. They did that too. Zach Collaros played very, very well, I thought, made great decisions, moved around in the pocket, and Andy Fantuz went for, 11 catches, over 100 yards, and was the go-to guy all day. The offense looked very prolific.
And I'm glad you mentioned Fantuz, because right off the top, I think, did he get 3 of the first 4 or something like that, 3 of the first, he set the tone right away. He made, none of those were really easy catches. They were all in traffic. He knew he was going to get belted all the way through. Collaros helped the line protect him by the very reasons that you just said. He moved the pocket well. He scrambled well. He may want to watch the jumping up and throwing too often. I mean, maybe once a game, maybe not 2 or 3 times, but I just thought he managed that game tremendously.
On defense, the Ticats, I thought, dominated the line of scrimmage, which is where they had to win the game. Basically, they stacked it up and forced Tino Sinceri, the quarterback for Saskatchewan, to throw the football. He could not do that. I thought it was a great game plan and well executed.
Well, and one of the things that happened there was a tremendous game plan. It was hard for you and I all week, being football guys, not to write about what we saw in practice, which was the 5-man front. None of the players really think about that because they're thinking about their only little thing. But when they stand back and look at it, very few of them have played in a 5-man front. Now, part of that was kind of a 3, couple guys that drop off, but really that's what it was. And it was an answer to them putting an extra, 2 tight ends in there and only having 3 receivers, a double back set. And George Cortez, the offensive coordinator, was locked into that. So really, the quarterback, most of the time, a lot of the time, only had 3 guys to throw to. It puts a lot of pressure on the back end for Hamilton. I thought they did great, and there was a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And with only 3 guys, many plays to throw to, it was a bit doomed from the start.
Ticats now 3-7, first place in the East Division because they played 1 less game than the other 2 3-win teams. They have the BC Lions next Saturday here back at Tim Hortons Field, part of a 4-game series against the West Division. That's the other thing about this game. This is a rare win of an East Division team over a West Division team. So can the Ticats keep it rolling?
I think they can. I think they have to. There's something, maybe it's really early, but really, that's 2 wins here, 2 fairly dominant games here. There's starting to be a sense of what this place is, and luckily, I think for Hamilton, they get to come right back next week and do it again here when it's still kind of fresh as to what I don't know what it is we're feeling here, but something's happening here. And I think what's happening is the early part of an evolution of to what this place is going to be, what the spirit is, when it doesn't hurt to be 2-0. And I think it'll be a home field next week. The first couple of weeks, including the first part of this game, there's a bit of feeling out, but it feels like this is their place now, and I think they have a home field advantage.
Make sure you check out Monday Spectator for a full game report, including Steve Collum, reporting from Tim Hortons Field. For the Hamilton Spectator, I'm Drew Edwards.